So obviously, as the other journalist said, the home form recently has not been the best. Losing every one of the last 6, I think, is Ashton Gate, and obviously you've only managed a few of them, and in the last 4, we've only managed 6 shots on target, which has been a problem over the last few seasons at Ashton Gate. How have you been working with the players and in the coaching staff over the few weeks to turn that form around as we enter the last few games of the season?
Yeah, it's a good question. It's not a question to give you easy answers to. I mean, you know yourself that we've got a number of players who aren't available. We've struggled to play with the levels of performance, both in terms of, I think, the confidence of players has been affected, and we've not really been able to play in a way which has allowed us to be creative. And I think one of the things at home as well is because we've not scored many goals, when we deal with a bit of disappointment, when we concede, I think that's affected the players, and that's, it's never an easy question to solve. But what I do with the staff is we are as honest with our feedback with the players as possible, but also so when there is criticism, we try and give the criticism in a way in which the player can learn from, but also then it's about still trying to create a positive environment. So those things together don't always sound as though they go together, but that's the challenge that staff have in terms of still working in a positive way with the players. So yeah, we need to make ourselves some luck when we play at home. And the players have had a couple of meetings amongst themselves as well over the last few days, which I think have been a positive move from them. Yeah, so we'll see. Hopefully this weekend the tide will turn, so to speak.
Yeah, hopefully, definitely it does. And finally, then, it must have been tough coming into Bristol City in the situation that we're in at the moment. How tough has it been coming into Bristol City, not only with COVID and all of that, but also with all the injury problems and the tough time Bristol City were having before you came into Bristol City?
Well, yeah, I mean, look, the reality of when there are managerial changes, or as Dean Holden was the head coach, when there is a change, it's normally because something's gone wrong, or that there is a change needed to try and have an uplift of form. And I don't think Bristol City anyway as a football club has ever made decisions lightly. They're very loyal to people who work here, so it's never an easy decision. But of course, from my own perspective, it's a club I've always admired. I've always liked it. There's a lot of development going on at the football club too. So for me, it was just an interesting challenge. And although it's short term to start with, hopefully it will be for a longer period of time. But in terms of working throughout the COVID situation, again, the only analogy I could sort of give you is for actors who work mostly on stage, predominantly on stage actors, and then you compare them to actors who work just in front of a camera. And I think that for a lot of our players and maybe managers as well, it's a similar sort of thing. So we've had to go from being live stage actors to TV actors, and it really is a very different feel, but it needs to happen, because if we didn't carry on in the format that we are now, it's not the same without the supporters, but if we didn't, then the industry would be in danger of folding, which would mean a loss of many jobs and lots of clubs basically having to close down and not operate anymore. So the thought of that is not a good one. So the industry made a decision to make changes how we operate. And of course, players are players are quite social animals. They miss the contact with their teammates, and so not now so much. We work together a lot more, but the early stages of the season, and certainly during the lockdown periods, when players are having to come in smaller groups to train, it presents a whole bunch of different problems. So, you know, in many ways, I have if you like, a more detailed overview of probably what the sort of problems that players and people in football are faced with. It just feels very different. What we have to do, though, is to make sure that we still strive for as good a performance as we can. So it's very different, but hopefully we'll be back to as near to what normal used to be, maybe the next season.
Yeah, definitely. And well, yeah, thanks for speaking to me today, Nigel, and good luck for the Saturday and the rest of the season.
It's my pleasure.
Good afternoon, Nahki. You all right?
Hello, Ben. Yeah.
Good to hear. Good to hear. So after obviously a disappointing run of results at Ashton Gate and away from home, how's the mood between the players heading into Saturday's game against Nottingham Forest and the business end of the championship season?
Yeah, it was, you know, we after the result, I think it was probably felt a bit like a bit of a rock bottom in regards to how we felt from the result. But, you know, like I said, we've come right in. We haven't had any days off. We've galvanized. We've used this week very well to bond, spend more time with each other, speak more, and, you know, express what, you know, needs to really happen to get a result at home. And we've done that, and now it's about trying to take that togetherness and that understanding of what it takes to win a game into Saturday, and try and get some more points on the board and finish as strong as possible.
Yeah, definitely. And then just finally from me, and for yourself, since Nigel Pearson's come into Bristol City, featured in every game under Nigel. So how's it been with Nigel Pearson coming into Bristol City in the middle of what's been a very difficult season?
Yeah, it was obviously difficult to see, you know, Dean Holden leave. Of course, everyone had a great relationship with him, and we enjoyed some good times under him. But, you know, Nigel's come in and really given us a kick up the backside, in other words. I think he understands what we're capable of. I think he's helped us put in some really good performances. He's made some changes. And naturally, when someone comes in, I think everyone understands that we have to do what we have to do to keep the shirt. And it showed. I think, you know, our 3 wins under him were really good performance. I think we scored 3 goals. I don't think we scored 3 goals before that in a league fixture. So something swung, a little bit of something changed with his with him coming in, and he's given us, you know, something to build on. And his demand in regards to performance and wanting to be better and better has been very evident, and he's not going to be happy with any mediocre performances, behavior, preparation, etc. He strives to be the best, and I think we have to follow suit.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Good luck for Saturday, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Thanks, man. Thank you very much.